Hello, viewers, and hello, seekers of spiritual knowledge. I think for the past 1 month or so, I was unable to post new video because I was on a holy pilgrimage tour in India. Uh, I went to Mamaleshwar and Omkareshwar Jyotirlinga Darshana in Madhya Pradesh state of India. From there, I visited Ujjain Mahakaleswar temple and Harasiddhi Mata temple. And from there, I came straight to Maharashtra, where I was visiting the holy land of Akkalkot, where Lord Sri Dattatreya uh, resided in the form of Akkalkot Maharaj. Then I came to Gangapur, which was also a holy place where Lord Dattatreya himself roamed about in that land, which became a holy and divine land forever. And then finally, I also visited Pandharpur, which is the abode of Lord Vitthal, Lord Krishna. So afterwards, I was not so well in health. So okay, because of the long tours and all those things. Now I am okay now, and so let us continue our Bhagavad Gita slokas. Now we'll continue the ninth chapter. We completed till 28th. So from 29 we'll continue. Before that, let us remember the Lord. Om Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Okay. Now the 29th sloka. First I will recite the sloka. Samoham sarvabhuteshu na me dveshyo asti na priyaha. ये भजन्ति तुमां भक्त्या मयिते तेषु चापि अहम्. So samo aham, samaha means equal, aham for me, who sarva bhuteshu, all living beings. See that all living beings, not human beings. So all living, of course, even though that was not mentioned, it is equal for the great Lord Krishna. So whatever is existing, the living beings, be it animals, birds, reptiles or human beings, he is permanently residing in those living beings. So as the great Supreme Lord, all the beings are equal to the Lord, because he is like the mother and father of all creatures. So how can he distinguish that he is poor, he is rich, he is educated, he is non-educated, it is an animal, it is a human being? No, God never distinguishes. That's why he is saying every living being is equal to me. Na me dveshyo asti na priyaha. This is the golden words. These are the golden words. Na me dveshyo. Dveshyaha means hatred. Priyaha means special affection, special love. I don't have personal hatred towards anybody, nor I do love some beings more than some others. Nothing like that. Because all are my children, be it an animal or human being or whatever, even a tree. So, but there is one exception to this rule. There is one exception to this rule. That's what he's going to tell. Ye bhajanti tumam bhaktya. That is the key of this, the heart of whole sloka. Ye, whoever, bhajanti, worships, mam, myself, bhaktya, with pure love and devotion, mayite teshu chapi aham. Mayi means in me, they reside in me. Teshu, in them, cha, also, api, aham, I reside in them. That means both are equal. I am in them, they are in me. What does that mean? That means Lord gives himself. For whom? Ye bhajanti tumam bhaktya. Whoever chants Lord Krishna, Krishna, Rama, Rama throughout the day, not there is no special time to chant. It should be like your breath. You inhale and exhale all the time, isn't it? So that way you have to, some great devotee told once, you have to link the divine name with your breath. Krishna, 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 Krishna. That way you won't forget at any time. Even if there is some extreme case where you have to, is an emergency or something else, you are in a busy schedule or whatever, and you could not remember his holy name, your past practice, the power of the past practice makes you remember the name again. That should be, not should be, that must be the level of practice. Please note this one. So, ye bhajanti tumam bhaktya. I am telling the exception to this rule. That's what Krishna is saying. There is an exception to every rule. So, there is an exception to my rule that I should treat every living being as equal. But there is an exception to this rule. Whoever has pure love and affection and devotion and worship and service to me, he is special to me. See, God never interferes in your karma, past karma. See, you have done a good thing, you have done a bad thing in the past. So naturally, it's obvious that the reaction is you have to bear the experience the result of the good thing, good that you have done, and also experience the result of the bad karma you have done. So God never interferes in that, but He interferes when you are suffering. How is that possible? This one, if you chant His holy name, Krishna, Krishna, please save me, please protect me, Krishna, Krishna, I take refuge in you. If you can surrender yourself to Lord Krishna, then He will interfere at your bad times. In your bad times, you are suffering, maybe physically or mentally or spiritually or financially, whatever life, then He will interfere and give you protection. He has given numerous slokas throughout Bhagavad Gita regarding this protection. Okay, so please kindly note this one, note this point. Whatever I am saying, at least 1 point per day or 1 point per sloka you note down. Otherwise, because I am not saying because I am teaching, no, I am able to, Lord has given me the opportunity to express His intention to you. So these are very valuable. Kindly note this one. So whoever devotes his life to me, ye bhajanti tumam bhaktya, how many times he has reiterated the term bhakti, devotion unconditional. Say, if you ask 1 million rupees, but that is your condition to God. But if you surrender yourself unconditionally, then He may give you 10 million rupees, not just 1 million rupees. So why are you intentionally interfering? Let God's grace flow into you. Let Lord's grace and love and affection, grace, His grace flow into you. Why you put some kind of give me this, give me that? Doesn't He know who gave you this entire life, what to give you and what not to give you? That should be the attitude. So, ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya, whoever worships me unconditionally. Okay, if you are in an emergency, please save me from this emergency. He will take care. But generally, don't put some bars and commas and full stops and conditions and question marks. Nothing. Free. Let your devotion flow freely unto the great Lord Krishna. Then what will happen? Maite teshu chapi aham. He is in me, I am in him. So what does that mean? You have surrendered to Lord. You know what? He will surrender to you. That is the biggest surprise. That is the biggest golden statement the Lord ever made in this entire Bhagavad Gita. Okay. Let us move on to the 30th sloka. Api chet suduracharah bhajate mam ananyabhak sadhureva samantavyah samyak vyavasito hi saha. Api chet, even though suduracharah, the biggest of the sinners, the worst of the sinners, who has committed heinous crimes, he killed so many people, he has committed theft so many where he is a robber, he is a burglar, he is a killer, he is a whatnot. He has committed the most heinous of all the crimes. He is a criminal, utmost criminal. Even though, see, these such words should permanently etched in your mind. Even though a person is the greatest of the sinners or the worst of the sinners, bhajate mam ananya bhak. What is the meaning of ananya bhak? With single-minded devotion. See, sage Valmiki was a robber, and also he killed several people. He looted the pilgrims. They were going through the jungle, forest, and he was a dacoit, and he used it to loot them of their belongings, money and all. And if they resisted, he used it to kill them. Such a sinner he was, sage Valmiki. Later he sat down in penance and continuously did Rama, 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 and finally he became a seer, he became a muni, a rishi, sage, saint. He became a saint. That exactly applies to this sloka. Bhajate mam ananya bhak, with single-minded devotion. If you can bhajate, worship me, or remember me, or meditate upon me, or chant my holy name, or do service unto me. Mam means myself. Bhajate mam ananya bhak, single-minded devotion, without anticipating something or other. Sadhureva samantavyah. Such a worst of the sinners, he should also be considered a good person. See, who is telling this? Lord Krishna himself. Sadhureva, sadhuhu eva. Sadhu means a good person, a noble person, a virtuous person, a righteous person. Samantavyaha, he should be regarded as a noble person. Noble person, he is a righteous person, virtuous person. Why? Because samyak vyavasito hi saha. Samyak means a proper, perfect. Vyavasitaha means his mind is determined. For what? To whom? On whom? His mind is determined to realize Lord Krishna. His mind is determined to tread the right path, to walk on the right path, to shed his old bad habits, shed his old bad ways and paths. So he is determined. That is why he is sitting, he is repeating Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. I was such a sinner. Please don't consider my sins. Please transform me into a good human being. Please transform me so that I may receive your benediction and reach moksha or salvation. See, such a great determination. that transformation should come. So don't think, I have bad habits, I have bad thoughts, I was doing such bad thing. No, past is past, history is history. So what is the proof? This sloka is the proof. This verse number 30 of ninth chapter of Bhagavad Gita is assuring you, even though you are a sinner till now, leave that, start repeating his holy name and meditate on the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. Then Lord Krishna himself will consider you a saintly person, virtuous person. Then if God considers you a good person, then the whole world will consider you a good person. Okay? So, samyak vyavasito hi saha. He has taken the right determination. He is traveling on the right path, virtuous path. So, he should and must be considered a saint. So, what is the next 31? What he further added? क्षिप्रं भवति धर्मात्मा सस्वत् शान्तिं निगच्छति कौन्तेय प्रतिजानीहि न मे भक्तः प्रणश्यति. See, one sloka is excelling over the other sloka. 30th was better than 29th. 31st, this is even better than the 30th remaining two slokas. What he said, Kshipram bhavati dharmatma. Kshipram means very fast. Bhavati means he will become a dharmatma. That means a saintly person, a virtuous person. He is assuring. So that's what happened to sage Valmiki, Saint Valmiki. And countless other great personalities that we read about in Puranas, Upanishads, and all the holy stories. Then he's saying, then he's adding, Sasvat Santim Nigachati. Sasvat means Sasvata, means permanent. What? Santim, peace, Nigachati, he will attain. He will attain permanent and long-lasting peace forever. See, if you are committing sins or wrong, you are doing wrong, you never have peace. If you are having 100 desires, and even if the 100 desires are satisfied, you are again wanting one more 100. So they are never getting satiated. So you will never have peace of mind. Even though you fulfill a desire, that's a temporary peace, temporary happiness, temporary fulfillment. But again you have another desire. So all these things won't work. No, they never work. Only by going in the direction of Lord, by practice, which is called sadhana, by japam, that means chanting of holy name, repeating of holy name, meditation, service to mankind, service to God, and the holy association of holy people. That's very important. Don't get associated with bad people who have bad habits, who think badly, who want to ruin the society. Don't get associated with such people. Always associate with saintly people, noble people. These are the steps you have to follow to attain Lord. Simple, but certain. They are certain. So, Sasvat Santim Nigachati, such a person who is worshipping me, by my grace, first he will be considered a saintly person. Then he actually becomes a saintly person. Then he attains permanent peace. And what else is saying? Lastly he says, Kaunteya, O Arjuna, Pratijanihi name bhaktaha pranasyati. Pratijanihi. You proclaim to the world. You take pledge. You take an oath. You proclaim wherever you want. What? Name bhaktaha pranasyati. My devotee will never perish. I will never allow my devotee to perish or come down or fall down from his present good status. So it will be physically, you will be healthy. Mentally, you will be strong. You will have healthy thoughts. You will be having healthy emotions, happy emotions. You will spread happiness to everybody, and spiritually, you will evolve to a higher person. See, you have a lower form of devotion, then you go to mediocre devotion, then you go to higher form of devotion, then you reach para devotion. That means you finally become a yogi or greatest of devotees and merge with the God in Nirvikalpa Samadhi, in the supreme meditative state. In Jnana also, first you will be having lower forms of knowledge, then you have a certain amount of mediocre knowledge, then you gain higher level of knowledge, and finally you that knowledge will be transformed into experience, and you will experience the bliss of Lord within yourself, who is pure consciousness and energy within you. Then you will be in the state of Nirvikalpa Samadhi, which is called as the supreme meditative state. Then you will finally be united with the great Lord. So, Name Bhaktah Pranasyati, my devotee will never perish. I will not allow such a thing to happen. I will constantly upgrade him, upgrade him, upgrade him. He will be evolving to higher levels only. He will never fall down. So, not only Krishna is saying to Arjuna to proclaim everywhere, you and me also should proclaim this, so that people will have peace of mind. They will live happily. Because people nowadays are struggling with all sorts of physical problems, mental problems, spiritual problems. They are in utmost miserable conditions. So we have to proclaim this. Not only me, I am proclaiming right, but you have to do the same thing. So that is the 31st sloka. Now we move on to the 32nd. Mam hi pardha vyapasritya ये अपि स्युः पापयोनयः स्त्रियः वैश्याः तथा शूद्राः ते अपि यान्ति परां गतिम्. Mam, myself, vyapasritya means surrendering ourselves to Krishna, taking resort to the lotus feet of Krishna, taking refuge in the lotus feet of the great Lord. So Krishna is saying, if you surrender yourself to me, that means you go in the right direction. What Bhagavad Gita is saying, so many practices, devotional practices, meditative practices, the work, karma yoga practices, that means the yoga of action, yoga of work, how to do a particular work. So we will be learning that in the next videos. So how to do the work so that we may not receive the negative effects of what we have done. So how to get liberated through action or work itself. So that is karma yoga. So if you take refuge in me and follow my instructions regarding bhakti yoga, karma yoga, dhyana yoga, that means meditation, yoga of meditation, then jnana yoga, yoga of knowledge. So if you practice what I am saying, these are very simple. Whatever we are explaining till now, those are enough. What you are listening from me through my videos of Bhagavad Gita, those are enough, nothing else. So if you are practicing, if you are a sincere seeker and practitioner, then ye api syuh papayonayah, even though if he is a sinner, striyah, it doesn't matter whether he that human being is a female or male, that is a man or a woman. Vaisyaha, he is of the caste of Vaisya. Sudraha, he is of the caste of Sudraha. Te api yanti param gatim. They also, everybody will attain salvation, liberation, moksham. So in the olden days, there were the 4 different types of prominent caste system. castes in the caste system of India. That is Brahmanaha, that is the priestly class, Kshatriya, that is the royal class, then Vaisyaha, that is the business class, and Sudraha, working class. Actually, there were four types of this thing. So he's saying Lord doesn't have any distinction towards any caste or religion, or whether that particular human is a man or a woman. Nothing. That's what he's saying. Be it a priestly class person, or a royal class person, or a business class person, or a working class person, or a man or a woman, I don't have any distinction. The only condition is whether you are taking refuge in me, whether you are following my instructions or not, whether you are meditating on me, whether you are remembering me throughout the day, not a particular 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour in the evening. No, you have to repeat his name. Now, while I am speaking now, I am repeating in the backside, Krishna, 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 Krishna. Such thing you should do, whether you are doing a business or a job, or you're a student, or you're a housewife doing your household duties. It doesn't matter. You are educated or uneducated, you are a man or woman. That's what is Krishna saying. It doesn't matter you are of priestly class or royal class or business class or working class, whatever it may, or you are a man or woman. I don't consider all those things. I consider only one thing, that is whether you have taken refuge in me and you are following my instructions or not. It doesn't matter you belong to that religion or this religion, no, that caste or this caste. In olden days, there were priestly class, means they used to perform pujas, worships. They used to conduct yajnas, that is the holy rituals. Such class was there. They are called Brahmins. They were called Brahmins. There were the second class Kshatriyas, means the royal class. That means the kings, the ministers of the kings, then the commanders of the armies, the army soldiers, etc. and etc. And the local police. These were all considered as the royal class. They are the protectors of the society. Priestly class, they were the intermediary between the people and the great Lord, because they were able to chant the holy mantras or the holy slokas and verses and all. So that is it, two classes. Third class was the business class. They were called Vaisyas. So some Vaisyas were doing agriculture related works, developing all these crops and all. Another were traders, like business people, all sorts of groceries or whatever, all sorts of trade and business. So, and the last fourth class was Sudras, that means the working class, like building contract workers, the public sanitation workers, people who are working in the public service, working class people, so agricultural laborers. So what we call working class or labor class, we call them. That means they do all the hard work, physical work. They will do all the hard work, working class. So that was the system earlier. But nowadays everything got mixed up because of inter-caste marriages and all. Everything got mixed up. But what is most essential is you are a human being. That's all. You are a human being. You understand God. You understand what is liberation. You understand that whatever human, he has to follow the path of God to attain liberation from any more lives, any more births. We have to get rid of this birth and death vicious cycle, dangerous cycle of birth and death. So Lord Krishna is saying to each and every human being, You are a first human being. You are a child of mine. So you have to come back to me. Whether you are of priestly class or kshatriya class, royal class or business class or working class, I don't care. You have to come back to me. For that you have to have the devotion and surrender to me. Krishna, please protect me. I don't know anything. Please uh, uplift me. Please make me evolve to higher forms. So that is the 32nd sloka. Then 33rd sloka is Kim punar brahmanaha punyaha bhakta rajarshayastadha anityam asukham lokam imam prapya bhajasvamam. So the same thing which I told, I was also talking about Brahmana. That means I don't mind, I don't care whether he is a Brahmana or not. Bhakta Rajarshayastada. Rajarshaya means Kshatriya, royal class. I don't care whether he is of the royal class or not. That's what Krishna is saying. What is the use of thinking that I am a Brahmana, I am a Kshatriya, I am a Vaisya, I am a Sudra? I don't want all that. You worship me, that's all. Anityam asukham lokamimam prapya bhajasvamam. Anityam, this world is transitory, that means the temporary. Asukham, it is full of miseries and sorrows. It's not, even though you get some happiness, it is a momentary. It's not permanent. Because one day you will be happy, another day you will be in misery, something will happen and such a thing. Lokam imam. Lokam means world, imam means this world. So anityam asukam lokam imam. This world is temporary because the object which is today may not exist tomorrow. The person who exists today may not exist tomorrow. Such a transitory and temporary world is this. That was what Krishna is saying. Imam lokam, this world is full of miseries, full of uncertainties. Anityam, temporary. Prapya, prapya means you have attained that due to your own past karma. See, you won't pay heed to good people who preach you good things. You do bad things and then you suffer. Now you cry, oh, I am suffering, I am suffering. Why didn't you hear to the things which were told by good people and saintly people? Your fault. So prapya has so many implications. Prapya means you have attained such a worst kind of world because there is no permanent happiness here. So that is your making. Now you reverse that. You make good future from now onwards. Okay? Prapya, how to get that good future? Bhajasva mam. Mam, me. Bhajasva, worship, 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 worship. You sing my songs, you praise me with so many beautiful hymns. You recite, you repeat my holy name, Krishna, Rama, Narayana. Then you do service to mankind selflessly with whatever you have. You do service to God, build temples, build public conveniences. You protect the poor people and needy people. So you do such service, you meditate upon me. While you are working, just remember me in the background. Krishna, Krishna, I am working for you, I am working for you. That is in fact karma yoga, yoga of action. So while you are working, I am working for you, I am working for you, not for my sake. That should be the thing. This is called bhajasva mam, worship me. Worship is not just throwing some flowers at the feet of God, no, or burning an incense stick or lighting a lamp, no. It should be a 24-hour process. Mind that, please note this, it should be a 24-hour process. Some great yogis even remember Lord's name even while sleep, semi-consciously, like it's sort of semi-conscious. They are sleeping, but they are afraid that they may forget Lord's name. So they make it a practice. It is a not a thing that is achieved, that might be achieved in a one day or 1 month. So that was the level of their practice. 1 year, 2 years, 10 years. Say for example, if you start by age of 20, by 30 your practice will be so intense that you will attain such a state, semi-conscious chanting. I am now and then have such states. I practice such to such an extent. So now the last sloka, 34th of this 9th chapter. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame veshyasi yuktva evam atmanam matparayanaha. Manmana bhava. Manmana, mat plus mana plus bhava. Manmana bhava. Mat, myself. Mana, in your mind. Bhava, that means you keep your mind on me. See, you are living practically in the world. You are dealing with people, both family and outside, but your mind is connected somewhere else. That is Krishna. Man mana bhava. Bhava means keep it, like that. Mad bhakto, mat, myself, bhakto. Bhakto means bhaktaha means devotee. Become my devotee. Mat yaji, me. Mat means me. Yaji, worship through yajnas unto me. That means you do all the holy sacrifices or rituals or worships, whatever, for me. Madhyaji. Then Mam namaskuru. Mam, me. Namaskuru. Namaskaram means salutation. Salutation. This is salutation. So Mam namaskuru. Salute me. That's the meaning of that. Salute me. If you go to a temple or in front of a picture and say like this, that means you are showing your love and respect to the great Lord. Do it at least once in a day. Okay? And practice it mentally. You should be doing that throughout the day. Mame veshyas yuktva evam atmanam matparayanaha. Atmanam, your heart and soul. Yuktva evam, if you can do that. And matparayanaha, if you can, if you are oriented towards me. Matparayanaha, you are inclined towards me throughout your life, full of life. You dedicate to me, you surrender to me your life, you take refuge in me. That means, Krishna, such a problem has come. Please get me out of this problem. I will do whatever I can do, but I believe that you will protect me. And then you surrender the whole situation to Lord. Then He will interfere definitely. But there should be not such the doubt in you. If there is doubt, it is failed. It is failed. See, you are in a problem. So what will happen if God won't interfere? You are the same. So if God will interfere, it will be for the better. So why are you having doubt? Leave it fully to God and then you experience. With that experience, you grow in strength of faith towards the great Lord. So that should be the practice. Never have doubt on God. If you have doubt on God, you are doomed. That's all. He won't interfere. You can't see. So, yuktva evam atmanam matparayanaha. You are my person. You are my person. You are not different from me. You are my child. That's what Lord feels. Then how you should feel? You are my father. You are my mother. No doubt and no separation should exist in your mind. Do it practical. What will happen if you do once, twice, thrice? Then, as your practice sharpens, you might get that divine experience which will guide you further. So, why not try? It's a divine experience. So, God will show you. God is there. God is there. He is ever present. He is seeing us both. So, if you can do that, Mameva Eshyasi. If you can do that, Mam plus Eva plus Eshyasi. Mam, myself, Eva alone, Eshyasi, you will permanently reside in me. Then He will take care of you throughout the life. You will be experiencing. Of course, you will be having some troubled times. Of course, you will be facing difficulties even then every day. But you would by then have mastered the art of surrender to God. Okay, no, I have my. So it is apparently seeing perceptible that that problem is going to catch me up. But I have my protection. I have my own protection. My God is there, who is nothing but Lord Krishna. So if you have such a determination, then He is always there. So even after you surrender, so many problems will come, happiness will come, sorrow will come, troubles, questions, answers, everything will be happening around you. But in the heart of hearts, because you have experienced the taste of God's protective hand, the grace of the love of God, so yes, you catch hold of that and wait and wait and wait and wait. He will control the situation. You can experience that. Then that will be the starting point and that will be the ending point of your life's troubles, because that is the starting point where you start leading a divine life. You are constantly, you know that God is with me. And ending point of all the troubles, that means, oh, these troubles are all, someday that they will all vanish. Don't worry, God has created for some reason. Due to my bad karma, they are coming. I will lead the right path and wait for the grace of God with full belief. Then He will remove all the obstacles. So that way you will be a fulfilled person and a very permanently happy person. Okay. So I hope you understood what I told you. If you want, repeat the same video twice, thrice, then you will write down the important points, then catch hold of that, because this is the mystery behind the cosmic drama, this entire world creation. These are this what I told from Bhagavad Gita, that is the lock. That is the key to open the lock of the mysteries of the world, mysteries of your past karma, mysteries of what is awaiting in your future, mysteries of for tasting the love of God. So this one video should be the changing point for your life, turning point for your life. Okay, so may God bless you all. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, God bless you.